Hello and welcome back to another video in the world of Monster Hunter. Today is another build video, long for you. This is a build for the EarthShaker Magda Lahat, and this is the fourth video rounding off the complete Gunlance build for Brink of Infinite. Check him out, there's a link in the description below. Anyway, let's get straight into the skills and equipment. Now, long Gunlance is a bit strange, and the only one that is really available with level 4 shelling is the EarthShaker Magda Lahat. Say that 3 times really fast. And I've gone for a bit of a peculiar build on this. So to start off with, obviously, the EarthShaker Magda Lahat with a health augment. This is just generally handy because the way in which this build is designed is very slow, so you need the health just to keep yourself going, really. Basil Beta helmet with a earplugs and artillery decoration, the Dober Beta chest with a sharp decoration, the Valhazak Beta gloves with 2 artillery and an attack decoration, and the Basil Beta waist with a magazine decoration, and the Dober Beta boots with another attack decoration, and then finally a handicraft charm 3. In total, that will give us attack boost level 6, which is just handy for just dishing out the damage via shelling. Earplugs level 5, which will negate all of the roars, and this is very useful due to how slow this feels. It does quite a bit of damage, but it just feels really clunky and slow. Handicraft level 3 to get you up to blue sharpness. It's a relatively okay chunk of blue sharpness, and this will also help with the damage output. Artillery 3 because we need that damage. Peak performance is a bit of a side product of the build, although when you are at full health, getting that few extra points of damage is handy. Protective polish, just because this will chew through your sharpness really quick, and you do need the damage multiplier from your sharpness for this. And then capacity boost, just so you don't have to reload as often. Now, as I've already said, this particular setup build style of Gunlance gameplay is quite slow. However, there are some plus sides to it. For a start, you're not relying on weak areas to try and get high numbers. As you can see, I'm always hitting roughly around 100 damage. You can get builds that go higher, but to be perfectly honest, I don't really recommend this style of Gunlance. It's a bit odd. You can get some decent damage out of the Wyvern fire, but generally speaking, it's almost like you would use it as a firing squad. So you'd get 4 players all with long Gunlance, and you'd sit under something like Devil Joe, for example. He's a nightmare to try and hit those weak spots on. With this, it doesn't matter. You all put your Rocksteady mantles on, you sit under a Devil Joe, and you just charge shell your way through him, and you can actually do some seriously impressive damage by doing that. I've actually seen quite a few people do the Relish the Moment quest, which is the tempered Devil Joe, quite easily with this. It's quite entertaining to watch, but you need to sort of do it all in sequence. It takes a lot of coordination. The main reason I've gone for earplugs is because, like I said, how slow this is. A monster roaring every 3 seconds really does sort of stumble you and just stop you in your tracks. So I kind of would say earplugs is near enough a required skill, and this is really just sort of like a base build into long shelling. It's not meta. In fact, if you actually look up a lot of the meta Gunlance builds, you will probably notice that long shelling just simply isn't in there. Now, I do have a second build. This is long for you plus PP, and there's a slight problem with this. As you can see, it literally has 7 attack decorations in there, which, yeah, the main reason I've not included it is because people just don't really have this. But just in case you do, EarthShaker Magda Lahat yet again with a health augment. You can put a damage augment in there if you want, but you're trying to keep peak performance up here. Basil Beta with earplugs and artillery. Damascus Beta with 2 artillery and an attack. Balhazak Beta with 3 attack. Damascus Beta Waist with 3 attack, and Empress Beta Boots with 2 flawless, and then again a handicraft charm. Now this build dishes out a lot more damage for 2 reasons. One, you're able to charge your shells a lot quicker with focus level 3, and of course peak performance if you are able to keep it up and applied. Even when peak performance does run out, you are still effectively dealing more damage. However, it's still a long gun lance, and the way in which you basically play a long gun lance is do a poke and then hold in your shelling button until the charge fires, and then as soon as it fires, press it again. You can do a little bit of a wide play style, poke, shell, just remember to charge them. This build is really handy for things like Behemoth and Devil Joe, because it doesn't really matter where you hit, you always get that flat amount of damage because it's not affected by affinity, weak spots or anything, it's just flat damage. Anyway, thanks for watching, hope to see you guys pretty darn soon. Have fun, good luck, and don't die. It's bad for the health.